Hi guys, today I'm going to talk about women and what happens to them when they are facing the wall. For those of you who don't know, the phrase the wall can be interpreted as a general term used to denote the moment when a woman has passed her peak in terms of physical attractiveness. Let's begin. So the mental and physical ground beneath a woman's feet begins to change as she approaches her early 30s. The majority of women are not ready for the wall. A woman often experiences this while she is in her early to mid-30s. Many women in their early 30s have over 2 decades of reliable experience attracting men's attention. These are men as young as in their early 20s and as old as their 50s and 60s. Men of many ages and socioeconomic backgrounds have shown them love and care. Many women have told me tales about how they were pounced on by dirty 50-year-old men while they were in their mid-20s, and that when they became 25, high school boys were pleading with them to put out for a lady in her 20s. The globe is open to us. When a woman is in her 20s, she can usually readily attract the attention of men of any age. After the age of 30 to 35, their appearance starts to alter, and suddenly, the teens, 20-somethings, and even guys their own age start to vanish as a result of them focusing on younger women instead. Many women believe that males in their own age group don't treat them fairly. Women who are 35 years old question why guys their age don't want to date and marry them. The truth of the matter is that a 35-year-old man with a job, money, and a car can entice younger, more attractive women in their 20s. Most guys need a year or two to get to know a lady before becoming engaged and then getting married. Therefore, if a guy marries a 35-year-old lady after going through this process, she will be 38 by then. Her chances of becoming pregnant will have significantly decreased by that time. A lady in her early 30s must begin considering men in their late 30s, 40s, and maybe 50s as potential suitors. Many of these older men are now the only ones remaining on the market since they have already had children and marriages. If these men are divorced, they likely already have children, and they may desire a second marriage. Some of the mid-30s ladies I know don't seem to want to accept this. They claim that only gentlemen over 40 are interested in them, and they believe it's disgusting that these sane women wasted their 20s moving from one fling to another. They are currently unaware of what transpired. They never imagined themselves in this situation, and things weren't intended to be the way they are. Many of them find it shocking that men select women rather than women selecting men. It's difficult for women to accept that the natural order of relationships has been reversed in favor of males, and that their options for men have changed from the entire male side of the human race to a small group of guys who have actually been severely burnt by women. Men are aware of the depth of the despair experienced by women in their 30s. The situation is significantly worse for pregnant women who have baby rabies. They don't care how they can get one since they want a child so badly. It will let many guys believe they are taking the pill when they are not while sleeping around unprotected. I met a man who had 3 children in 3 years with 3 separate women, all of whom claimed to be on the pill in his eyes. He is currently supporting 2 children and residing with the lady who gave birth to his 3rd child. Regarding the group of friends I hang out with, I used to believe that once their friends started having children, many more ladies my age would follow suit. Many of my female friends who are in partnerships and are in their mid-30s have decided against having children at all. A lot of the ladies in groups of 10 to 15 who hang out together choose not to have children. Due to the fact that these 35-year-old ladies are still partying and clubbing as they did in their 20s, the few women who did have children are no longer accepted into this specific social circle. I find it disgusting that ladies go to cougar clubs in an effort to meet 25-year-old males. Most of these 25-year-old guys are just interested in one-night encounters, and many women's self-esteem is destroyed as a result of them undervaluing themselves in this way. They don't though. They want to extend the celebration a little bit longer since they want the attention of young handsome males. Many women experience the second wall in their early to mid-40s, just before they reach middle age. At that point, many lose the capacity to attract even 20-year-old gentlemen only looking for physical flings. They typically begin gaining weight and beginning menopause around that time. Asian and black women age more slowly than white women, yet once they start to lose their beauty, many of them age precipitously. In the space of a few years, an Asian lady who is 38 or 39 years old might go from appearing like she is 29 or 32 to looking like she is in her early 40s. That's all I've noticed, although I may be mistaken. I may not be noticing the wall that appeared 10 years before she turned 40 since I am a white man. Women often mature earlier than males do when they are teens because the sooner they do so, the better our species' chances of surviving, particularly during their days in the past when resources were short. When it comes to passing on their own genes, women have traditionally had the reproductive advantage, but because they flower earlier in life, they also wither more quickly. Women are typically attracted to men because of their access to resources and financial means, and clever, hardworking, financially responsible men will only age attractively for women. Women receive all the poker chips at the beginning of existence because males are drawn to them because of their capacity for reproduction. Imagine if a young man and woman, both in their early 20s, were playing poker. The woman gets dealt 90 chips, but the male is handed only one. But when they turn 35, he has 85 of those chips, and she has only 6. The aging process is comparable to a game of bluffing and other forms of deceit in which both players are attempting to conceal the real nature of their hand in poker. And much as in poker, your money chips greatly influence your position and opportunities in real life. Most of the ladies I know blew their money when they were still young. They would travel, purchase shoes, go out to dinner a few times a week, and spend a lot of time with their friends instead of saving it. When they are in their mid-30s, they would also spend a ton of money on cosmetics and cab travel. I've come across ladies who are deeply indebted from credit card debt and college loans and are searching for a wealthy man to bail them out. Many of the ladies I know have really confided in me that they are hunting for a financially stable man to assist them in paying off their debts. For women, the aging wall may be a severe psychological blow. Men experience aging more slowly, and as they reach their mid to late 30s, they are more open to dating a wider variety of 20-something women. The majority of the cards and poker chips in the new dating game are in the hands of my single pals who have noticed this. However, I've lately made many of them aware that guys have their own lives and can go their own way, so they are leaving the dating game and pursuing their own happiness. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in.